All right, today I am doing a layout for you that features these two darling photos of my grandsons in their little rubber ducky raincoats with their matching duck rain boots. Oh, they're so cute. Can't stand it. So I'm gutting this piece of paper, so I have to use my other trimmer versus my new Caterpillar Pro, because with the Caterpillar Pro you can't gut a piece of paper. Not without putting a cut in it somewhere in the border anyway. And it's just because of the way that trimmer works. So I could put a cut in the border, but I'm not going to do that. So I'll just have to figure out, I have a craft knife I'll have to use if I put this other trimmer away or get rid of it. Right now I haven't, because I think I'm going to use it for crops. So anyway, the navy paper that I'm going to use for the border there is from Schmel Little by Little, and it's called Pint Size Fun, and it had the perfect background paper there, which is the raindrop paper from Little by Little. I'm sorry, the raindrop paper from Little by Little is called Pint Size Fun, so that paper right there is Pint Size Fun, and the navy polka dot paper is actually called Forest Friends. So sorry about that. So that's Pint Size Fun. And when I got these pictures of them in their raincoats from my daughter-in-law, I knew right away that I needed to use this raindrop paper for that, because I didn't think I would use it. I thought, well, what am I going to use raindrop paper for, until I saw these very darling photos. And it has the raindrop paper has a yellow polka dot in the back, so I'll definitely get lots of use out of it. I have many pieces of it. It's just I didn't think I'd be able to use it for any other thing. So really cute. And then off to the left there, you're seeing that wood veneer umbrella there. And I remembered that I also had that umbrella in my stash, and that's from the Schmel True Stories collection from the wood veneer pieces. So kind of keep that in your mind. Now I'm trimming that one photo a little bit. It just has a little bit it had a little bit too much background of other things on it. And so then I decided to mat both of these photos on that same navy polka dot Forest Friends paper, just to give them a little bit more emphasis and to help them stand off the back. And you see on the back I've written a title, idea, and the date on it, so I can keep track of that. I'll do that when I have an idea, when I print the photos. So I'm trying to figure out where that umbrella goes. Right now it's sitting there, but I will change that. Along with this set, there are quite a few rain clouds in the set in different configurations. So I'm going to figure out how to use those. That is from the sticker sheet, and it's just a 6x12 sticker sheet. And then I have a die cut as well, that's a cloud, and that is from the die cut shapes. Now I'm thinking about how am I going to use that, and then that is another die cut there with the purple cloud on it. I'm going to change that up a little bit. So that tag there is from the die cut shapes as well too, but it's calling a little bit too much attention to itself right now. From my perspective, is, I'm trying to figure out how to get these things all laid out, and I will figure that out. Just playing with where can these all go. And when I do that, and I cover up that bright pink on the tag, that gives me an idea. I'm thinking here, just because we read right to left, that maybe I want to put some of the clouds up there on the left. And so I decided to just cut off that top. And now I just have a journaling block that says happiness, and they are happy. They're having a really, really good time. Not only were there these two pictures, but my daughter-in-law did a video on Facebook of them dancing, and it was so cute. And I had the boys a couple weeks before, and I had decided, or they had their boots on, and my youngest grandson didn't like his boots. It was really hard for him to wear them, but by this time, this is a couple of days later, he kind of got the hang of it. So it was really cute. It was cute to see him walking around in those boots. All right, so again, I'm just kind of struggling with how to place those elements, how to place the clouds, how to place the umbrella. And I will get it figured out. And then I get these two clouds down here. Once I cut that purple cloud off, which was, I didn't like the purple on this because there's no purple anywhere else. And not that you can't use pink on boy layouts, pink and purple on boy layouts, but I just didn't want to because there was nothing else. So then once I do that, that cloud cluster works a lot better in that bottom left. And then I know I can fill up some of the space on the top right there. So I decided to put the little happiness journaling card there and figure out, oh, and look at how cute that is with the umbrella sort of over it and protecting it. And then I can get that other cloud, the die cut cloud, underneath it. And I'm so glad I used this umbrella. I've had True Stories as an older collection, so it's nice that I finally have this done. And one of the things about a lot of the wood veneers from that is they were pretty large. And I have a harder time using them because of that, how large they are. Okay, so I'm going to ink the edges of these just to help them stand out a little bit more. That one was blending in a little bit to the background. And I just used my Memento Dewdrop ink in gray flannel. Now, because I have wood, I want some other wood here on this page. And I'm going to accomplish that by using these Studio Calico Suns. And this is an older collection of Studio Calico pieces, but it just adds that little pop of wood into that bottom cluster so that the umbrella doesn't look so out of place on its own. So kind of tapping, trying to decide what to do. And now I'm thinking about my title. And I'm thinking I want to do my title in yellow to emphasize the yellow in the boys' jackets there. And I'm going to my Jelly Bean Bean Board Soup Alpha in yellow because I know it is the perfect yellow here. But as I'm pulling these, and why I'm looking at that is I kept the piece from the back of the carton. These letters are loose, so at least by looking at that, I can tell what I've used and what I still have left. And I'm quickly coming to the realization that I'm not sure how these are going to fit. That the word dance is just not going to fit in here the way I want it to. So now I need to figure out another plan. And I go to my yellow letters still, and I find this lighter yellow letter. So it's not quite the bright yellow of the other ones that I found, but they're going to just fit space-wise much better than the other letters were going to fit. And those are American Crafts Stickers, and I'm sorry, I did not write down the font. They're chipboard letters, but they're old. They're very, very old. They're falling off this sheet, and it might be the doll font, but I don't remember for sure. It's just they're very old, as I said. If you really want to know what they are, just put a comment on the video and I will answer that for you if you're curious. So now I don't have an N, so I'm going to create one out of an M. And I will tell you, it's not perfect, but it's not horrible either. I guess. Isn't that nice? It's not perfect, but it's not horrible. And that's, I'm just having, you know, a little bit of a hard time getting that to make sense. And you definitely can tell that I created the letter, but we create lots of embellishments. The one thing that I do like about it is because the wood veneer is so light on this, it has kind of a nice symmetry with that because of the lightness, especially because that umbrella on the top there is so large and it's light. So that this now can be, you know, those letters are light. All right, and I'm going to end up placing that E partially on the photo, which is fine. And what I did here is, because this is a whimsical layout, the boys are dancing and having fun, and therefore the photos are not straight. I'm not going to place the title straight either. Most of the time I'm very much into straight lines and making sure everything is all done up, but the photos aren't straight, the titles aren't straight, the journaling block is kind of straight compared to the photos, but it's not completely. And now I'm just getting this end down using my ATG to try to get that on there, and I realized the angle still wasn't right. Then I'm going to get this on here and leave it alone. Still trying to get that angle. That's sometimes what happens. You know, the M's and N's don't exactly, they aren't exactly the perfect thing. But it was darn close, and I really liked in the end how this alpha worked with the layout. All right, I have Dance and Rain on there, but I want the title to be Dance in the Rain. So I need to figure that out. And in the Chamel Little by Little sticker book, there is a font that is a multicolored font. And the letters are very transparent. But they'll work great on this page. So I'm just going to go through, and because I really have it basically lined up, I'm just going to I'm just going to put it right on my layout. I don't always do that because that's a little scary for me if they're not positioned quite right. But I'm being brave today. And there's the E, and it's a multicolored title, which is a little whimsical as well too, because everything else in this layout is a little bit whimsical. These boots and jackets are just precious, precious, and I love how you can see like the difference. My older grandson, who is 4, looks so grown up compared to his 1-year-old brother. So now I'm going to add a couple of final details. I have some enamel dots, and these again are from the Chamel Little by Little collection. They're just the enamel dots, and there's some gold in there. So I'm just adding these just a little bit of another touch of something. Look at the still shot in the end, because I did add a little white cloud from the sticker book at the top right there. Hope you're all well, and I'll be back again with another video again soon. Bye!